Yeah. You know what comes a time in every man's life when we ready to settle down and make things right, but only for that special one. We be trying to make her you, but y'all want to keep playing games with these lames. So make your next move your best move, cause we the best dudes. Oh yeah, don't settle for less, babe. I can love you better than you can imagine. Take you from the madness. Girl, I don't know why you keep these lanes around. You wildin' out. Don't you settle for less. What up, beauty queen? You know I really wanna invite you to my world and show you my unique persona. We can get together, steam it up like a sauna. Take you on the natural high, no marijuana. Just a bottle of wine, some ice chill Prosecco. You holding on to that lame dude, you should let go. Knew you was gonna be mine from the very get-go. I'm trying to make you white because you special. You got the best flow, designer fresh clothes, make your own dough, on your home dough. Vehicle was fully paid for, that frame flame though. Selfie queen, you know your angles. Red bottom heels, 5 diamond encrusted bangles. We got the same goals, copping land and counting bankrolls. Creating generational wealth, so our seeds grow. I know your needs though, and you know mine's the same. It's an honor and a privilege to give you my last name. I can love you better than you can imagine. Take you from the madness. Girl, I don't know why you keep these lanes around. You wildin' out. Don't you settle for less. Trips and shopping sprees, you know that's mandatory. I'm trying to open your mind, peep the allegory. They say that love don't last, so let's change the story. I set my heart out to you, please come for me. Let's take control of our love, no conforming. Late night love sessions lasting till the early morning. Cooking breakfast, but naked eggs, bacon and toast. Fried potatoes and onions, girl, I love you the most. When my body be aching, you rub the pain out. Roll up the Dutchess for me while I pour champagne out. I pour my heart and my soul, plus my pain out. You got a real one right shit, so leave them lanes out. Easy gonna be, girl, please stop with the games. The mother lanes wasting your time, girl. Why they know we even in your phone? They always think it's time. You should just fuck with me. So don't settle, don't settle, don't settle for love. Stacks with the facts. E&E. Real contender. RJ Adonis. Singing the hooks and the vibes. Yeah. So all my ladies, don't settle for less, babe. Don't let a wintertime hangout turn into a summertime bangout. You know what I mean? Get you one that's gonna be there for season, baby. Don't settle for less. Know your work, baby. I can't love you better than you can. Don't settle for less, baby. Take you from the back. Know your self-worth. Girl, I don't know why you keep these lanes around. Yeah, why the now? Don't you settle for less. Yeah. What up? You already know what it is, man. It's your guy, Virgil, a.k.a. Stacks with the Facts, man. And we is here in a place to be on a Thursday evening. You did, ladies' night. You already know what it is, man. You know what I'm talking about? What's going on? What's good? How everybody feeling? Did y'all enjoy last night's show, man? You know what I'm talking about? What's going on, man? What's it is, man? What it do, man? Yo, talking about. What's up? What's up? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? It's a beautiful day once again in my city of Columbus, Ohio. You know what I'm talking about? If I do say so myself, man, it's a beautiful day today. Beautiful evening, beautiful afternoon. Excuse me, just a beautiful day, period. How did y'all enjoy y'all's day so far, man? Y'all get some stuff done today? Y'all was productive today? You know? Did y'all get some things taken care of today, man? Hopefully y'all did. I know I didn't. You know, today was a pretty. I mean, I got some stuff taken care of today, but I mean, today was a pretty lax day for me, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? We got my girl son kissed in the building. What's good with you, baby? Yeah, we got son kissed up in here, man. Hold on, man. I just did something wrong. Hold on, real quick. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, cops. Here we go. What's up with y'all, though, man? You know what I'm talking about? Here we is, ladies' night tonight over here at Ever Talk Podcast. And I'm going to be real with y'all, man. You know what I'm talking about? I talked to Kim earlier today, man. Like, when I say earlier, I mean like at 5 o'clock, right? Now, she told me she had a class she had to do at 6:15. I don't know if that thing is still going on. I don't know if she's still has it going on, but I told her she's a personal trainer. She's just food prepping, meal prepping, all of that. And she said she had a. Hold on, let me make sure I read it correct. Hold on. I don't want to be giving y'all no misinformation. Oh yeah, she said 6:15. Right. She said she had her class at 6:15. So, you know, I don't know if she's still in there or not, you know what I mean? But, you know, we're gonna see, all right? Tap in, walk with us, tap in, walk with us. You know what I'm talking about? And just in case the event that Kim is not able to come on the show or whatever the situation is, oh, you can best believe I got something in a clip. You did? So I want y'all to sit up here and listen to the smooth sounds, right? Listen to the smooth sounds of my brother, or should I say my brothers, right? The smooth sound of my brothers, Glister Guarantee, right? And my brother Narcissist is sick, man. My brother still go grab to the quick, real quick.
I bet you like the way we do it, huh? Smoke a
Right back, man.
drink a little.
Watch
You
that light,
into it, ma? Got the loud, roll it up, and this crown in my cup. Guaranteed to turn this motherfucker up. Now everybody hands up and hold them hot. We gon' make it hot, bitch. 4th of July, like the pilot in the cockpit. I'm in the sky. It is what it is, nigga. Don't wonder why.
Sick. Watch the champagne pop, that's how winners rock. Sick. Oh, you back here next year? That's beginners talk. Sick. Like geekers in the hood get smacked in the community. Pick the left or right hand, it's equal opportunity. Then start the eulogy, they dead from all the foolery. Keep your mouth shut, man, honest, brutally. Drip down frugally off E&E jewelry. Every bar explicit videos containing nudity. Shorty don't know what you do with me, that's cool with me. I usually put it all together quite beautifully. I'm a different dude, so I got a tip for you. Peacefully, you lucky I'm in a giving mood. No stress, this easy. Had to leave me with a 3-piece. This #1 CD shit. About to do a 3-piece hit. So critical, it's coughing at a physical. All these rap tutorials, I'm what they pay attention to.
I bet you like the way we do it, huh? Smoke a little, drink a little, you into it, ma? Got the loud, roll it up, and this crown in my cup. Guaranteed to turn this motherfucker up. Now everybody hands up and hold them hot. Get them hot. We gon' make it hot, bitch. 4th of July, like the pilot in the cockpit. I'm in the sky, it is what it is, nigga. Don't wonder why. Yo, dollar signs. Yep. I see them dollar signs. I wake up and I get up on my grind. I'm a shooter, so I don't need a lot of time for mine. Release, it's looking like it's green every time. Green watch, so I stay fresh. Bitches getting shady for the dough. Hey, you niggas looking crazy for the dough. Making bands in this bitch, like I'm Diddy, now you know. Chopping trees, I'm buying vows, Pat. Can I get a old big blunts? Keep them coming, sick. Real niggas feel the shit. I'm well polished in everything that I manuscript. I've been fire since niggas was rubbing 2 sticks. I'm too sick. Ask more doctors, I'm tough to deal with. Track and field through a beat, that mean I run shit. I do. Niggas bringing swords to gunfights, that's dumb shit. Dummy. With your boys, I promise we can't be fucked at with. All. I guarantee niggas we on the up, bitch. Yep. I bet you like the way we do it, huh? Smoke a little, drink a little, you into it, ma? Got the loud, roll it up, and this crown in my cup. Guaranteed to turn this motherfucker up. Now everybody hands up and hold them hot. We gon' make it hot, bitch. 4th of July, like the pilot in the cockpit. I'm in the sky, it is what it is, nigga. Don't wonder why.
Yeah. What up? You already know I have to play that for y'all real quick while I go grab something to drink. I don't know why, but it's kind of chilly in here today. I don't know what that's all about. Given that it was like 70-something degrees outside today, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is, nigga. Don't wonder why, right? Tap in, walk with us. Tap in, walk with us. You hear me? You understand what I'm saying, y'all, tonight? You know what I mean? Waiting on Kim to hit me up. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, I talked to her earlier. And so I don't know if she's still in her class or not. Right? I don't know if she got cold feet. You know, some people be getting cold feet. And it's all good. You know what I'm talking about? Tap in, walk with us. How did y'all like last night's show? I told y'all I don't trust Elon Musk, man. And I'm gonna thoroughly explain why. People ask me that all the time. I say, damn, Virg, why don't you trust Elon Musk? Why don't you rock with Elon? Why don't you rock with old Elon? Because I see through him. And I know who he is. You know, he ain't fooling me. You understand what I'm saying? Elon ain't fooling me. So every chance I get, I got to expose him for who he really is versus who he's showing us he is, right? Or making us believe who he is, right? And make no mistake about it, the sex bots are already here. We seeing the first gen, and the second gen is on the way, as we showed last night. So, you know what I'm saying? Tap in, walk with us, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. It's ladies' night and the feeling's right. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. Oh, what a night. Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm really excited about. I really hope Kim pop up. I hope she come through. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the situation is because I really wanted her to come on the show because she got a lot of jewels she could have dropped on y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Which I know how we do it, man. And for whatever reason, Kim ain't coming through. Oh, I got plenty of y'all, plenty to discuss. You feel me? Plenty to discuss. And I got a feeling if Kim don't come through, what I got for y'all to discuss, I got the feeling that, you know, this might be a topic of discussion. You know, this might be a topic of discussion. You dig? This topic of discussion got everybody in a frenzy right now. You know, so in the event that Kim's not able to come on, oh, I got something for y'all. Smash that like button, click on the bell, and subscribe to the page, man. Listen, we live in the real world where real things happen at real times. Or, you know, I mean, at any given time, man. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, when I invite people on, and for whatever reason, last minute they don't come on, like I'm not like upset about it. You know what I mean? Now, if I just talk to you like I did with Kim, I'm thinking like, I don't know, maybe you got scared, maybe you got cold feet. I don't know. But if I haven't talked to you, I ain't tripping either. You know what I'm talking about? Because either way it go, the show's gonna go on. You did tap in and walk with us, man. What's going on? Who coming through tonight? Who tapping in right now? You know what I'm saying? Tap in, walk with us, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. I got a feeling, like I said, that if Kim don't be able to come through, I got a feeling that y'all gonna like what I got. You know what I'm saying? Just as of not more. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a juicy topic. This is a juicy topic. You know what I'm saying? Even I myself have to indulge and, you know, make it something to say something about it as well. You know what I'm talking about? So my OG, what it do, man? You said last night's show was fire, wasn't it, man? You know what I mean? Listen, y'all. Right, and I keep it 1,000 with y'all, man. I'm not a rich guy. I'm a dude that go to work just like y'all. I'm a guy that, you know, has, you know, all, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? You already know my brother OG, what it do, man. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of guy I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all at all times, man. You know, so I'm not putting on I won't put on no facades or nothing like that. Make y'all think something is going on that's not, or something not going on that is. You know what I'm talking about, man? I'm keep it all the way 1,000 with y'all, man. And I say that to say that, you know what I mean? I know the quality, right? I know the quality of the content that I'm creating for y'all. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I appreciate when y'all tap in. Like I say, y'all could be anywhere in the world, man. You hear me? Anywhere in the world, y'all could be doing anywhere, anything, whatever the situation may be. And the fact that y'all take time out of y'all's schedule, you hear me? Y'all take time out of y'all's busy lives. Whatever you got going on, your job, your business, whatever you do, going to school, taking care of your family, whatever your husband, wife, whatever y'all doing, y'all take time out of y'all's day, out of y'all's life to come tap in with me for a couple few hours, man. And I appreciate that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I try to bring y'all good quality content, actual content. You know what I'm saying? I like to interview people because I got people in my city doing great things, like Kim. She's doing beautiful things. But, you know, sometimes life happen, man. You know, in many ways, when I say that, I mean, maybe, you know, maybe some people get, and I've noticed because I got emails from some people get cold feet at the last minute. Some people have actual things going on. You got to remember, a lot of these chicks who I'll be having to come on, they actually are business women. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people run businesses. Maybe their businesses coinciding with the interview and they weren't able to match the time up, whatever. Listen, I don't be tripping about stuff like that. Now, if it happened more than once, then that's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? But, or if you just like all the way call me on the phone, like, yeah, I'm about to come up, blah, 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 blah. And then when the time comes, you like, now you're not responding to no texts, that's different. But, you know, if I've been communicating with you, interacting with you, and for some reason you're not able to come on at the last minute, I don't trip about stuff like that, man. I really don't, man. There's so much more stuff to be concerned about than tripping. You feel me? It is. But we ain't gonna dwell on that though, man. Tap in, walk with us. My man OG said last night's show was fire. And like I say, y'all, I'm gonna make sure I always bring y'all authentic, raw, uncut, straight from the turf, fire content, thought-provoking content, like I say, covering issues, covering stuff that the mainstream media just will not. And if they do, they're not going to do it in the way that we do it over here. You did. They ain't going to break this stuff down to the very last compound. You understand what I'm saying? You feel me? You did. Tap in and walk with us, man. Tap in and walk with us. All right. Now, if Kim don't get with me by 7:30, we just gonna keep it moving. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I just sent her a text. So if I don't hear, we don't get a response back or anything in the positive within the next 8 minutes, we are going to keep the show moving and grooving like how we always gonna do. You did. Tap in, walk with us. Tap in, walk with us, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You understand what I'm saying, man? Share on your social engineering. Yeah, we're not calling it social media no more. It's social engineering. We're gonna call it what it is. Right? We're gonna call it what it is. So it can't be no mistakes about the situation. You know what I'm talking about? Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. The next week is going to be filled with fire shows again, once again, right? Tomorrow we got the Friday night wrap up. You did. And it's going to be a beautiful thing like it is every Friday. It's this Saturday. Ooh, I got something special for y'all Saturday. Right, we're gonna have story time with Stacks on Saturday, man. I think we about due for another story time with Stacks. You know what I'm talking about? So another D-Boy Diaries. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna tell y'all the story that I told y'all not too long ago that I was gonna expound on about, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to messing with these broads, man, and not actually, you know what I'm saying, being putting yourself in situations, you know what I'm talking about, that could possibly turn out to be a sticky situation for you by simply just not paying attention and peeping game and being so. I mean, you know, when I think about this night that I'm gonna tell you about on Saturday, it wasn't even that I was being naive. It wasn't that I was slipping. It's just that, you know, it's gonna show y'all how scandalous chicks is and how chicks move and operate. You feel me? And I'm gonna break this thing down to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't gonna want to miss it. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. It's gonna be an actual story out of my actual life, man. That could have turned to could have turned pretty bad for me, man. Had I not reacted, or should I say, had I not mentally responded versus emotionally reacting. Shout out to the brother Sinful to P, rest in essence to him for saying that. You feel me? I definitely got that from him. Mentally responding versus emotionally reacting. You know what I'm saying? and how I would have emotionally reacted this night, y'all probably won't be talking to me, man. And it's crazy because this chick, man. Oh my God, man. It's gonna be funny. I can't wait this Saturday. Story time with Stacks, D-Boy Diaries with me. Saturday at 9 p.m. We're gonna get straight to it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know tomorrow night we get into it. Friday night wrap up, E&D Friday night wrap up, where we will be discussing this week's current events, trending topics, and while we all listen to classic and current and also exclusive E&E music. You did, and everybody's gonna be welcome to tap into that. But yeah, man, we're gonna give Kim 5 more minutes. You know, so I already sent her a text. You know what I mean? And we're gonna keep it straight like that. All right. Yeah, man. Last night's show, like I said, was fire. You know what I mean? You know, so I like to talk about different things, man, stuff that most people ain't gonna even fathom. Not saying that nobody's stupid or I'm smarter than them. I'm just saying I know that most people, your average person, is not even contemplating such things. I know this because I talk to people. I'm out and about. You feel me? I didn't dub myself the man about town just because it sounds slicker. Because I'm telling you, I'll be out here. I'm out here on the town, man. On the town, the town. When my yay here, your brother be saying on the town. You know what I mean? And this is what I've gathered from talking to people, and just because I talk to people, I'm a content creator, man. You feel me? I go out here, I interview people, talk to people, and it's getting warm out in my city. You know what I'm saying? We're about to have the Juneteenth festival coming up here in a short little bit. You know what I'm saying? We just had the Taco Fest last week. It was horrible. You hear me? The Arts Festival coming up. We got all type of situations. It's festival and season in my city. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be going to a couple of different events. You know what I'm talking about? Definitely gonna go pull up to that Juneteenth festival. You know what I'm saying? For sure. We definitely want to see what's to that. And we're gonna have a good time, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the summertime is festival season everywhere. And I'm a festival type of guy. I like going to the little art festival and rib and jazz festival and all that, Asian festival, whatever, Latino fest, you know what I'm saying, the Black Expo festival. Like, I like going to all that stuff, man. You know what I mean? And we gonna bring y'all this raw, uncut content from the Columbus, Ohio summer festival and event. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna be going to all of them joints, you know what I'm talking about? Or as many as we can, given permitted times and all that type of stuff. And all the weather too. Can't forget the weather. Y'all know our weather up here in Ohio is bound to switch up at any given moment. Like I said, one day it'll be 80 degrees, the next day it'll be 30 degrees, next day it'll be raining, next day it'll be, you know what I mean? This Ohio weather is crazy, but I love it. You know what I mean? I absolutely love it. So I talked to my pops earlier today. We discussed the topic of Sunday's show for Sunday night, Spiritual Root Sundays. It's going to be beautiful. I'm printing up I'm making the rest of the shows for next week, tomorrow. So I'm going to have all the shows for next week posted up later tomorrow in the day, in the early part of the day, before noon. We're going to have all the shows scheduled out for next week, and we're going to get straight to it. You know what I'm saying? My brother OG said last night's show was fire, right? It was litty, as my man Glitch would say. You did. Yeah, man, we're going to get straight to it, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering, right? All of that, man. All of that, right? Right? Now, this is a situation, right, that's been having people in a frenzy today on social engineering, right?
Could he possibly like?
Right.
Could he?
Hey, let me tell you.
Could he possibly?
Right. Now, y'all know, you know, we keep it fair even across the board over here at A Real Talk, man. You know, we don't do no favoritism. We don't point no fingers when it don't count anyway. And we definitely don't hold no cards, and we don't pull no punches, right? Everybody can get it. Anybody can get it. The smoke is equally dealt out over here at A Real Talk, man. We equally hand it out. And we can take it equally as well. You know what I'm talking about? So don't make no mistake about it, man. But this is actually the perfect discussion to have on a night like tonight, right? Considering that Kim's not able to come in for whatever reason, we ain't tripping. We still gonna hold the sister down, and I'm gonna still go to our restaurant and get something to eat probably tomorrow for lunch. You hear me? You never know. She might hit me up here in a second talking about she want to come in. But if it's too late, we ain't gonna be able to do that. You did?
He like me more than his girlfriend.
Right. Now, some of y'all may have seen this already, right? Some of y'all may have seen this already, but I'm going to sit up here and show it to y'all, right? Some of y'all may have seen this already.
And could I possibly be dumb to think that it's more than
what gender are you asking this question to? He might absolutely like you more than his girlfriend. That do not mean he want to be with you. That don't mean he's ever intending to wipe your. Because your girl can get on your goddamn nerves, but I still know this who I want to be with. She just getting on my nerves right now, and I don't like her. I love her though, but I happen to like you. You know what I'm saying? Because in the midst of my difficulty with my partner, you was willing to squeeze yourself in. You didn't even try to take up space. You know what I'm saying? You was willing to
Dude,
fit into
lame
my
as
life
fuck right
exactly
there,
the way
man.
I needed you to fit in. You feel me? I can like you right where you at. You don't want no more? You ain't asking for shit? Hell yeah, I like you. You mean I get to still go home to my girl? Yes, I like you a lot. I'm gonna talk to you a lot. You mean you gonna get up? You actually okay with me having to get off the phone when my girl walk in? Yeah, I like you, baby. I like you. I like you a lot. A whole lot. Yeah, nigga might like you more than his girlfriend. Yes.
Dude, corny as fuck, man.
Could he possibly like me more than his girlfriend? And could I possibly be dumb to think that it's more than
What gender are you asking this question to? He might absolutely like you more than his girlfriend. That do not mean he want to be with you. That don't mean he's ever intending to wipe your. Because your girl can get on your goddamn nerves, but I still know this who I want to be with. She just getting on my nerves right now, and I don't like her. I love her though, but I happen to like you. You know what I'm saying? Because in the midst of my difficulty with my partner, you was willing to squeeze yourself in. You didn't even try to take up space. You know what I'm saying? You was willing to fit into my life exactly the way I needed you to fit in. You feel me? I can like you right where you at. You don't want no more? You ain't asking for shit? Hell yeah, I like you. You mean I get to still go home to my girl? Yes, I like you a lot. I'm gonna talk to you a lot. You mean you gonna get up? You actually okay with me having to get off the phone when my girl walk in? Yeah, I like you, baby. I like you. I like you a lot. A whole lot. Yeah, nigga might like you more than his girlfriend. Yes.
Right? So what y'all think about that, man?
Could he possibly like me more than his?
Now, old girl to sit up there and have them titties out. She got that dumbass lace front with them dumbass edges. And she got the nasty looking ass tattoos out everywhere. Titties out everywhere, screaming, I just want to get smashed. You feel me? And yeah, man, y'all heard that, man. You know. So what y'all think about that, man? Brethren, sister, and everyone tapping in. What's y'all's take on that? Right? You know, is it true about if a guy likes you more than his girlfriend? Is this true? Is what the homie Trip said true? Trip kind of corny too a little bit, man. And this ain't me hating. I just, I see these dudes biting and jacking the swag of other content creators, and I ain't knocking it, man. Do what you do, man. But I like originality. But I'm a thorough ass nigga from the streets of Columbus, Ohio, North Side to be exact, and I know corny ass niggas when I see them. And even a corny nigga can say some thorough shit every now and again, but he's a corny nigga nonetheless, man. And all them dudes on that high cat, or what's that tonight? All them dudes is corny as hell, especially dudes jumping up and down. I could lame. You hear me? But that's a very valid question. And actually, Trip was right. I rock with the homie Trip because sometimes he be on some sucker shit. Sometimes he say some real shit. You feel me? But is this true about if a guy likes you more than his girlfriend? He was telling facts. He was spitting straight facts right there. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you the type of guy that cheats on your girlfriend or you entertain other chicks while you got a girlfriend, you know. But if you really do love your girl, you might talk to another broad. You might even smash another broad. But I mean, you don't got no feelings for her, for real. And I think y'all chicks out there will be doing yourselves a huge favor once y'all over, enter, outer, extra stand this paradigm when it comes to us. Right? Stop expecting us as men to respond to things in the way you would emotionally. We're not. We ain't and we can't. Right? We're men. We don't process things through the filter of our emotions like how y'all do. Right? That's why me as a man, I don't expect chicks to use logic and reasoning. I don't expect y'all to. I'm not saying I don't think y'all can't. I'm just saying I don't expect y'all to. And why is that? Why do you say that, Virg? Because y'all are not logical creatures. Clearly. That's not an insult. That is facts. I lived a lot of life to know that for the most part, y'all females, y'all women, right? Because y'all know y'all got a problem being called females. Y'all women, I don't care what race you are, color you are, right? This is universal. You hear me? This is universal. And for some reason, y'all chicks, just like a lot of you sucker dudes out there, y'all think that y'all gonna be better than his broad. Now, know the difference between us liking you. We can like you for reasons that you won't even think that we would like you for. Like my man Trip said, you mean to tell me you was okay with me telling you I gotta call you back? My girl walked in the room and you ain't tripping? You saying okay, babe? I definitely like you for that. You mean I can hit you basically whenever I want, maybe even raw sometimes? You hear me? And I ain't gotta wife you or I ain't gotta do none of this stuff that I gotta do with my girl, with you. Now, I'm not a guy who, does stuff, engage in that though, so I'm not gonna speak on that though, but I used to. And I'm telling you from a guy who used to be on this, Oh, there go Kim right there. Kim popped up in the building. Kim, can you hear me? I can't see you. Hold on real quick, y'all. I see Kim in the queue. I see something, but I don't see. Are you in the car? Are you available to speak? Hold on.
You just can't see my face?
No, I can see you.
Okay.
Are you in the car?
Yes.
Okay. Did you just get done with your class you was telling me about at 6:15?
Yes. It was 7:50.
Was like an exercise class or something?
Yeah, it's a kickboxing class.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I can't see you anymore now.
Oh, I had to put the phone down.
All right.
I don't know if I can make it so you can see me.
No, I mean you can, but you probably that's perfect right there. That's perfect right
Okay.
there. Right. So Kim is in the building. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We got Kim in the building, y'all. This is Kimberly Ellis. Is it Ray or is Ray?
Yes, Kimberly Ray.
Like Kimberly Ray, and she is the owner of Healthy Habits by Kim, right?
Yes, correct.
A Columbus, Ohio based business where she specializes in meal prepping, meal planning. She's a personal trainer. She just got out of one of her cardio kickboxing classes that she teaches and instructs, right?
Yes, yes.
And not only that, she has also went on her own personal health, wellness, and fitness and weight loss journey. And as a result of that, she's doing what she's doing now, right?
Correct.
So what I'm going to do, Kim, is I'm going to sit back. I want you to introduce yourself to the audience. You don't got to go deep into the annals of your history and your past. But just give us a brief overview of who you are, where you from, and what got you into what you're doing now.
Okay. Well, hi. My name is Kimberly Ellis Ray. As Virgil said, I apologize. I can't look down because I'm driving. I forgot that it's cheerleading this week, so my daughter, I have to pick her up by 8. But yes, I do. I'm owner operator of Healthy Habits Meal Prep, and now actually smoothie shop at the Greater Columbus Convention Center. I started my weight loss journey about 5 years ago. No, I'm sorry, about 4 years ago. And the reason that I started going into meal prep was because at my highest, I weighed 225 pounds. And when I was dieting, there was nowhere that if you forgot your lunch or didn't have lunch or dinner or were on vacation or, we're just out, there's nowhere you can eat healthy food for a reasonable price. Everything is, you can get a combo meal for $5, but you can't get anything healthy for $5 or $6 or $7. So I started the meal prep because I wanted to be able to, I wanted people to be able to get food at a reasonable price. And then from there, it just kind of soared. And I'm a fit coach for Amp Up Sports. And the convention center needed someone that was healthy. And voila, it just kind of fell into my lap. And it was a blessing. And I am excited about, I've been there for about 3 months now. This is the 4th month. And it's going really well. And I'm excited about where Healthy Habits will go from here.
Right. And y'all say it.
Any questions for me?
Oh, we got tons of questions. I just wanted you to sit up there and tell them a little bit about yourself before we get to it. And as I'm showing y'all right now on my phone, y'all can see that the restaurant, cafe, diner, whatever you want to call it, it's a beautiful spot. It's in the prestigious Columbus Convention Center, right downtown. They just recently had a tattoo convention up there, I think last weekend, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And there's always something going on up there. You know, and it's a very prestigious thing for her to be not only a woman business owner in there, but to be a Black-owned business in there as well. And y'all know over here at A Real Talk, we showcase and we put on for Black-owned business. So let's just give Kim a round of applause for having her own Black business, being one of, I'm pretty sure, maybe even the only Black-owned business in there.
No, there's 2.
Oh, there's 2?
Yeah, Sweet Treats. Sweet Treats is there. She's
okay.
Black-owned.
Okay, so Kim is one of 2 Black-owned businesses in the Columbus Convention Center. So let's give her a round of applause for that. All right.
Thank you.
That's beautiful, man. That's inspiring, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I went in there, Kim, I was like, man, this is what I do. I showcase and put on for Black-owned business, especially over here on Ladies' Night. specifically showcasing the beautiful black ladies doing their thing. I done had all types of chicks come on here, you know what I'm saying, and spit their game and talk they ish. You know what I'm saying? And it's an honor and privilege to have you on the show. So let's get to it. What inspired you? What motivated you to really delve and go really hard when it comes to this health and wellness thing? I want to know the backstory behind that a little bit.
I would say I was just tired of being tired. I didn't like the way I looked in clothes. I just didn't have basically any self esteem, and I just didn't like the way I looked, the way I felt about myself, and I just wanted to change. And I started off by just joining a boxing class, and I found out that a hip hop boxing class, and I found out that I absolutely love that. So that made it easier to do cardio when I was doing something that I love.
Right.
And then, you can't do the workout without the nutrition. So once I started doing the nutrition, the pounds just kind of fell off. But that's what motivated me. I was just tired of being tired.
Yeah, and that's what it takes you sometimes. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell y'all all the time, man, it gets to a point to where, you just get tired, man. Like, some people get complacent, but some people like him look in the mirror, look down at themselves, look at their body, not even how much is how they look, because how you look is really a reflection of how you feel on the inside. So when you can sit up there, look in the mirror, and you don't like what you see, it's more than likely because you really don't like how you feel on the inside, And I want you, Kim, to sit up there and break down, not without getting too personal, but just break down, how true that is right there. That your outside is a reflection of what's going on the inside. So I want you to speak on it briefly and quickly about what was going on the inside, as far as mental, emotional, that really, really put that spark into you. Outside is being tired, but you just, what are the things you started to notice, that made you like, you know what, I need to really address this?
I would say, I guess in a way I had become complacent with it. So I was just, this is just the way it is. So I was beginning to accept things that I should not have accepted. For instance, I was on high blood pressure medicine, and I have been taking it for about 6 years before I started my weight loss journey. And I just said, oh, well, I'm going to be 40, or I'm getting close to 40, so that's just what happened. And just kind of accepted the fact that I was on it instead of figuring out how to get off, or if there was a way for me to get off. And it's just things like that, like even going up and down the steps and being out of breath, or, not really engaging in any physical activity. And all of that stuff just together, just accepting that instead of fixing. So, and I think that's what I did. I just said, I'm tired. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to make it right. So right now I'm not on any blood pressure medicine. I have lost a total, I think, of 94 pounds. I figured it out yesterday.
Wow, 94 pounds. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that, and because I lost 70, just in about it was about 7 months. In about 7 months from when I started, and then it just took some time to switch it, because of course at that point I had plateaued. So then you have to switch up your workout, and then I just needed to figure out what I wanted to do after that. So right now, I do weightlifting. I hold some records in both Tennessee and Ohio, and for deadlift and squat. And I was actually athlete of the year for my division for weightlifting as well, for NASA weightlifting for 2022. So I was happy about that.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's powerful right there for because you know, man, 94 pounds. Right.
Yes.
Now, mind y'all, man, Kim's not tall. You hear me? She's not tall at all. You feel me? Well, nobody's really tall compared to me. Well, I'm gonna say, but she's a you know what I mean. So for her to lost 94 pounds, that's an amazing feat right there to do. You know what I'm saying? For anybody. So I always take my hat off to people who lose amount of weight like that, because that's a lot of weight to lose. You know what I'm saying? Not only is it a lot of weight to lose, it's something that is very difficult to maintain and keep off of you. You hear what I'm saying? Especially as we get into our latter years. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know, because I hear you mention about plateauing and all of that. So I want to know about some of the trials and the tribulations, man. You know what I'm saying, along this journey that you've been going on, because I know it's a continuing, perpetual journey. It's not like you get here and I'm like done and it's like over with. It's something that you got to, like I tell y'all, incorporate into your life for the rest of your life. So I want you to sit up there, Kim, and break down the trials and tribulations as much as you're willing to share about this journey that you've been going on with this weight loss journey and this health and wellness and fitness journey that you've been on.
Okay. I would say trials and tribulations. Prior to my weight loss, my husband, he, like our favorite thing to do was, go out to eat. I didn't realize how much of our lives was built around food. And, even if we didn't go out to eat, it was just, what you want for dinner or, and then once I became clean, I obviously couldn't eat those things, even, on a cheat day. And I would say I don't really have a cheat day. It's more like cheat hours. So I usually cheat for 3 hours a week. And during that time, I eat whatever I want, which is not very much because there's really not much you can do in 3 hours. And but it changed our relationship, and I had to, we had to kind of revamp and think about, what else can we do besides eat, and just come up with different ways to spend time with each other without using food. And so that was a big, huge trial. And what else would I say? And just even the family. I have 2 girls, and 16 and 11, and just because once you start eating right, my trigger is having it in the house. So I don't want potato chips in the house or Oreos in the house, or and I just want my girls to eat healthy because I don't want them to go through what I had to go through. I don't want them to have to lose 70 pounds, when they're over 40. So I want to kind of, teach them how to eat right. So there's not a lot of sweets and stuff in our house. So I would think that was, or it is sometimes hard on my kids. So they're not able to just like go and grab something to eat. So that as far as the family was a big trial. It still is. Sometimes it gets hard to, because they want to eat what they want to eat. But that's not, I'm the person that buys the food, so that's not an option. What else? And then just having the time, making time for workouts and running and, meal prepping and stuff like that would be hard. So that's another reason why I still have my meal prep business for people that do not have time to do the meal prep because it is very time consuming, especially if you just don't want to eat the same thing every single day. And that's another thing why I did the meal prep, because I give options where you don't have to eat the same thing every day, but you can eat healthy. And I, make different meals. For example, this week we're having meatball subs, but I'm making those in a way where they can be healthy and under 500 calories.
Wow.
So I would say those two things were probably the hardest through the journey.
Right. And I will always say, going to the gym, incorporating that into your life, that's a task. But that's the easy part. The difficult part is the food. 90% of your health fitness journey is going to be the food you put in your body. Now, I'm not even a nutritionist. I don't even know about this stuff like probably how Kim does, but I do know that one thing that is a major contribution to when it comes to you exercising and losing weight or building muscle or whatever it is you're doing is all based on what you eat, how you eat it, and when you eat it, right? And so I appreciate that for you for breaking that down for us like that, Kim. Because I went up there to the restaurant. She has a decent menu, and is that a permanent menu or that menu fluctuates and changes depending on how you're feeling or what you want to introduce as like a new dish or something?
Well, the website is pretty permanent. I keep that the same. But each week I come up with a new menu that I usually text, and I do put it on my social media platforms where you can call or text me and let me know if you want something from that particular menu. But each week I come up with something different to eat. So that way, even if you get meals from the website, you can still, grab a couple of meals that you didn't have the prior week. So you're not eating the same thing every single week. Because to me, that would be discouraging. And that would make me cheat. Because I would be tired of eating the same thing. And then, or just not eat at all. And you don't want to do that either. Because then your body's holding on to that.
Right. You don't want to get complacent in your meals when you on your journey, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the meal prepping situation, you don't want to get stagnated, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to get caught up in the, you don't want to get caught up in the rigmarole of eating the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Because like she said, it could get very mundane and then you can get bored, which could lead you to cheating, which could lead you or not eating at all, which is a bad thing all the way around the board, right? Right. And let me pull it up here on the screen. Let me pull it up here on the screen for y'all so y'all can see. Right. Now this is the menu, the meal plan menu. Right, where you could live chat with you and to get your meal prep or plan the way you want it. Okay, no, I'm reading that wrong. That's just a customer support thing. That's what's up. But this is the site right here, right? I'm gonna paste it. Let me post it here in the. Let me do this real quick, and I'm gonna post it in the chat for y'all, right? Let me sit up here and post the website in the chat for y'all so y'all can go check it out. You know what I'm saying? So sit up while I'm doing this and putting it in a chat for the audience, Kim. I want you to sit up there and tell us about what inspired you to actually open up the business, the restaurant, the diner, the cafe, and what contributed to you really putting the effort in to bringing that into fruition.
Okay. Well, the cafe, actually came about. My one of my neighbors is a business consultant, and I had been working with her, and I told her, you know, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with healthy habits. Right at that point, it was just meal prep. So, we were kind of bouncing ideas off of each other, and she said, I told her that I was looking for a brick and mortar because I wanted to expand it and kind of bring it out to the public. And she said that the convention center was looking for someone that served healthy food. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And she said they were looking for it, not really a kitchen. It's more of a cafe. It used to be a coffee shop, so there's no kitchen where I can cook in. It's just kind of shakes, smoothies, wraps, something like that. So that's not really the direction that I was thinking of, but I did sit down and talk to them. And just once I walked in, it was like that's where I was supposed to be. So that's how it all started. It wasn't anything that I was looking for. It was a blessing from heaven, and that's just where it came from. I really wasn't expecting it in any way.
And see, that's what I'm talking about right there, man. You know what I mean? When you're doing what you're supposed to do, and you just, you know what I'm saying, you living out your dream, you know what I'm talking about, you putting in that work and that effort to make things come happen or make things pop into fruition for you. You could be sitting up here not even focused on a certain aspect of what you're doing, and then an opportunity like this would come, and boom, there you is. You know what I'm saying? You're just getting blessed right there. So that's a beautiful thing right there. Now, soon as, and I think this is one thing I like about Kimmy's spot, right? About the cafe, right? Soon as you walk into the convention center, it is literally the first business. As soon as you walk in, entrance to the food court, literally the very first one, right? You cannot miss it. And what I like about it is that Kim has this beautiful let me go to my footage I have. I'm gonna just go to my footage. You know what I'm saying? Because I took footage. You get me, man? I recorded footage when I was up there. You know what I mean? And Kimmy has this beautiful piece of artwork, if you ask me, as soon as you walk into the spot, right? And I'm about to get it right now. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let me make sure I actually got that stuff. I know I do. Yeah, as soon as you walk in, you know what I'm saying, it's nice and spacious. You can see all through it. You know what I'm talking about? So you see as soon as you walk in. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, here it is right here. Right? So I know I had it. You feel me? But here it is right here. And I was meant to come here the other day, but I had to come back today to support this beautiful black lady right here and her healthy business called Healthy Habits by Kimmy. So we about to go here and see what it do. Look at her, y'all. She even got her own rug. See? That's what I'm talking about right there. As soon as you walk in, she got a custom rug. You feel me? That's just so fly. You know what I mean? And I've been meaning to ask you, Kimmy, is pink and green. Are you a Kappa?
No. I just love the color.
Oh, okay. I just, you know what I'm saying, you don't seem like the type of chick to be to be one of that. That's why I have to ask that, because you don't seem like that'll be a swag right there a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? You don't seem like a sorority type of chick. You don't seem like that type of chick. I just had to ask that though. But you know what I'm saying? We got Kimmy in the building, the CEO and founder of Healthy Habits by Kim. You feel me? She's a health and wellness enthusiast, nutritionist. She got her own business where she does meal prep and meal planning. She also has a cafe in the prestigious Columbus Convention Center. right? Now, I noticed that you just came back from teaching a cardio boxing or kickboxing class. So I want to know what was the thing that really kept you going, and when did you realize the importance of really focusing on making going to the gym and incorporating exercise as long as with your eating habits, you know what I'm saying, on your weight loss journey?
What kept me going was the results. Once I was able to see it, once the first 10, 15, 20 pounds came off and my clothes sizes started changing, and people started noticing, and not that, that was a big change. I mean, a big thing. But once that happened and I could see the results and I felt so much better, that is what really drove me, because I just felt better. I felt like getting up and running. I felt like doing, sit-ups, or having a sit-up challenge, or just anything, jumping jacks, taking extra classes. I felt like I had the energy to do that, and for so long I did not. I just, kind of sat on the couch and watched TV. But, I no longer had that. Well, I still have that desire, but I wanted to be up, and my energy level just soared. So that's what kept me going.
Right, y'all see the picture, right? Kim, how tall are you?
About 5'6", I think.
She's about 5'6".
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that picture on the left, that is where I was at my heaviest. That was 225. The picture on the right, I'm not sure of my exact weight. I was in the 140s there.
Right.
Right now I'm in the 130s. But yeah, right. So that was 225 to 140.
Right.
And that's when I started toning.
Right. So as y'all can see, it ain't no fluke with Kim, right? Now this is all natural. This is no supplements. This is no surgery. This is just changing up what you eat and getting your ass in the gym. And I respect Kim for that. Because look, it's the difference, right?
Yeah.
That's hard work. Yeah, that's hard work and dedication right there. You hear me? All natural. You hear me? That should be motivation, especially for y'all young girls, because Kim old enough to be a lot of y'all's moms, and she look way better than a lot of y'all. Right? And I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm saying because I'm concerned, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to have Kim to come on the show, because we have this thing going on where a lot of y'all girls have been tricked by the media to think that being chunky, being thick is healthy, right? And I don't care how you're shaped. I don't care how your body looks. If you are a woman who is 5'6", there is no way you should ever be 200 plus pounds.
Right? That is correct.
So Kim, I want you to sit up here and explain and break down to these chicks, please, why the BMI thing is not a joke or a fluke. It's not off of Asian girls or white girls. This is a human thing. No human woman should be 200 pounds ever. Literally never, right? And I want you to sit up there and explain to them why that is, and with the importance and the significance of the BMI scale.
The BMI scale, which stands for body mass index, is your, which is it's basically your weight, depending on how tall you are, how much muscle mass you have, how much fat you have, and it just kind of takes all of those parameters and breaks it down. And It's not a joke. And I have heard that it's based on an Asian background or, but if you, and it's not, it will, my BMI, once I got to a certain weight, even now, I'm actually not even concerned about what the scale says or what the scale says as far as weight. I'm tracking body fat. So I want my body fat to be under 20%. When your body fat is under 20%, that is when you have the most muscle showing.
Right.
So I want all this muscle that I have built underneath fat. I want that to show. So working to like get my abs to pop out and just so I can see everything.
Right.
I want to see, you know, what I have built so far.
You want to see,
So
you want to see the real fruits of your labor.
yes, all the muscle that I have sweated and worked to get, I want to see it. So in order to do that, I have a good muscle mass index right now, but I have to for the abs because I've had well, I've actually had 3 children, and you know, because we're women and I'm older, 48, 47, and so I have to get through, you know, having kids and hormones, and so I have to break down all of that fat to show the muscle, and it's coming. Mhm. Did you make it? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Okay. I was just making sure. I'm sorry. I'm just multitasking like crazy today.
It's all good.
So that is what my concern is as far as the body mass index. I am looking to. I'm just looking at straight right now because the scale down depending on if you have carbs, if you drink a lot of water that day, if you know, even if you're stressed out or if you didn't get enough sleep. So I would say from the beginning, I would never focus completely on the scale. Yeah, it is nice when, you know, you drop 90 pounds like I did, but, you know, you're going to be able to see that in other ways also. And with the weight loss, you know, and you'll feel it. That's my most important concern is that you feel better. Not necessarily what the scale says, just that you feel better.
Right. Right. And I'm all for that too myself. You know what I mean? If you could, Kim, your phone tilted. I don't know if you recognize, but your phone must have fell down a little bit.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know you're driving, so we all good. We ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure where she's going to get to it, she'll be stationary. But yeah, I just want y'all chicks to know that, you know, and when we're talking about the BMI scale, and this is we're thinking about fat percentage, body fat to muscle percentage. You know what I'm saying? And it's when you're a certain height and a certain weight and a certain age, right? It's just especially when you're a woman. It's just and like I say, Kim, and I know you could probably speak on this. I want to get your take on this too. Through the media, social media, a lot of our young women have been manipulated into, you know, thinking that it's okay to be thick and have a big booty and big breasts and be this certain weight and this height. And I'm just telling, like, it doesn't matter how your body is shaped. It's about what your skeleton can actually carry healthily at a certain height. And I'm telling you right now, a woman of Kim's height, 5'6", you're not supposed to be nowhere near 200 pounds, let alone 200 plus pounds, right? I don't care how your body is shaped. You can put all the waist trainers on you want. If you 200 pounds, you 200 pounds. And a woman that's 5'6" should never weigh 200 pounds, right? So I want to get your take on that, Kim, about how, especially the young ladies, are being manipulated into this whole culture of being thick and having a big booty and big breasts and being voluptuous and BBW and all of this. And although we understand that there's different body shapes and body sizes, you know what I'm saying, we also are in some type of way promoting unhealthy eating habits, because in order for you to be shaped like that, you're probably going to be overweight. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to sit up there and speak on that from your perspective, Kimmy, if you could.
Okay. Well, from my perspective,
and if you could tilt your phone just a little bit to the.
Okay. Can you not see me?
Right there.
Okay. Hold on. It fell again. Okay. Is that good?
Yep, that's perfect.
Okay. As far as like the BBL and you know, just being thick, I would say, is it healthy? So, like for instance, I have no problem whatsoever with you know, enhancement surgery. I'm actually going to have some in August. So that has just me being real. So it's not like I'm saying that I hate it or not, because I don't. But what my main concern is, for like women my age and any women actually, is that one, you feel good, like you feel good about yourself and the skin that you're in, and two, that whatever the feel good is, as long as it's healthy for you to be healthy. Like I don't want you to be 200 pounds and loving sickness and pork chops and all kind of fried foods and then have high blood pressure and things that have just to have some what am I trying to say, some just control over your diet.
Okay.
And knowing what if what you're eating now is going to help you or is it going to hurt you in the end. So that would be my biggest concern. And if it's going to hurt you, then a lot of people think that in order to be fit, and I'm not saying skinny or pencil thin or anything, but in order to be fit is where you can walk a mile in 15 minutes or go up and down the steps without breathing heavy, where you're just in physical shape to do just normal activity. And I would say whatever size that you are, because God made us all different. Whatever size that you are, just keep that size healthy.
And I couldn't agree with that and more, because like I say all the time, you just want to make sure like you feel good, and this is what I'm gonna say, because like I say, we've been tricked and indoctrinated into this whole ideology of y'all just being BBW and curves and all that stuff. And let me tell you something, and I agree with Kim 100% on that, but I find it very difficult for a chick to be 5'2" and you weigh 200 plus pounds at 5'2", and you mean to tell me that you feel healthy, you feel good? I cannot accept that. That small frame with that much weight on you. I'm 6'4", Kim. I'm a grown man. You hear me? I weigh 225 pounds. And I'm in decent shape. solid. I could be in way better shape than what I am, but I'm healthy and I feel good. I couldn't imagine a chick. I couldn't imagine a chick who's a foot shorter than me weighing as much as I do. That's insane, right? So you can feel good, and yeah, I understand all that, but like I said, it's just hard for me to believe and accept that a chick who's that short, weighing as much as me, as a man who's 6'4", you can't tell me you feel good. You know what I mean? And it don't look good, to be honest either. Yeah. And this is not me being funny, and I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? I go to the gym 4 or 5 days a week, and I see people come in there and change the way they look. And it was good to hear Kim speak on this and be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not a person that's surgery, you don't do it, da 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 da. I mean, listen here, if you got the money to do it and you're doing it for reasons outside of what other people think, you know what I'm saying? If you're doing it to please somebody else, or so people will accept you, that's something different. But if you're doing it because you actually just want to do it and it's not too crazy and it's not like you're getting addicted to it, like you're living vicariously through your procedures you're getting, like you're trying to look like somebody else, then that's a whole different aspect. You know what I mean? But and I agree with Kim when she said that too. Like, there's nothing wrong with, getting some surgical procedures done if that's, I understand when it comes to being an adult woman and you have some kids. I understand that there's no amount of crunches you could do to get rid of certain, skin issues and stuff like that. I get it. You hear me? Especially when you're getting up in age. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you get into BBLs and the jaw injections and the chin implants and the nose and with all the fillers and all the crazy madness, that's when it's the situation right there. Now, Kim, I want you to speak on, doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? You're an inspiration for a lot of women, specifically young women. And I want to ask you to speak on the importance of putting on a good image for these young girls as far as health and wellness goes, and how important it is to, for these young girls to focus on their health while they're younger and being a mother of 2 young ladies. So when they get in your age, they don't have to even go through the process of making the mistakes that you once made, and they can incorporate this healthy lifestyle as young as possible. I just would like to hear you to speak on that, and what's your take on the importance of that?
Well, as I kind of touched on it before, that I do have my girls, and I now seriously, well, not real serious, because I want my kids to be kids and enjoy life. But I do monitor what they eat more, because I actually do meal prep. So I feel if your mom does meal prep, then you should pretty much have a healthy meal at least 5 days out of the week. So I meal prep for all of us as well. But I would say that it's just, kind of, when I was younger, I never really thought about, my mom was overweight, and I remember during my childhood that she would go through different diets. So, like, she would just eat salads, or I remember her holding her feet so she could do sit-ups and things like that. But I never, we just kind of ate whatever. There wasn't my parents always supported us as far as any extracurricular sports, and pushed us to do anything like that that we wanted to do. They definitely did that. And we were always outside in the backyard playing kickball, basketball. My parents bought a volleyball net also for the backyard. So we were riding bikes, and back in that day, that was just what you did all summer. You went out in the morning, and sometimes you didn't come home unless you had to use the restroom, or wanted something to drink. And now that as I growing up in that era and now watching my 16-year-old and 11-year-old and just be stuck to their phones. I think that in society, as parents, we kind of have to push, nudge, our kids to go outside, walk around, find, even if there is an extracurricular activity that you want to do. My youngest daughter is cheerleading, but my oldest daughter doesn't. Well, we just went to a volleyball meeting, so I'm hoping that she'll stick with that. But she, she's more into, her phone and watching shows on TV and things like that. So I think it's just kind of finding that niche. For a while, she didn't do anything, my oldest daughter, and I was very concerned about her. So my trainer told me to bring her in, and we would see, how she felt about weightlifting. And my daughter actually has 2 national titles in deadlift. So she really loved it, and I think you just have to find that outlet, or that you just have to find what your niche is.
Right.
Everybody's not the same. Like you may not be a runner and want to run track, but you may love kick, or you may love bar. There's so many different classes. You may love gymnastics. You may just love even just walking. Whatever it is that that you like to do, I strongly push you to do that. To keep yourself in shape, and that way you don't have to have that unnecessary worry once you get older. Because diabetes and high blood pressure and strokes and all that unhealthy eating and unhealthy lifestyle does catch up with you.
Right. I just think, and I appreciate you saying that, because, you know what I mean? That's a very important aspect of all of this, man, because I know, I'll be out and about, you know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of stuff. And what I do notice is there's a lot of our young girls, they're kind of big, man. You know what I mean? So this is another reason why I wanted to have you come on, you know what I'm saying? Not only to sit up here and be a motivation through your journey, but also to put them up on game about how they can maintain and incorporate these healthy lifestyle, these better eating habits, into your diet. You know what I'm saying? Now, one of the major things I do know, and I want you to speak on this because you do meal planning and meal prepping, I want you to speak on the importance, especially for women, the importance and the significance of portion control. I want you to speak on that.
Yes, now that is something that is very, very, very important. And meal prep, I think, is if you have an issue with, and a lot of my customers have said to me that they have an issue with portion size. In the world that we live in, portion sizes are like huge. When you go to a restaurant, there's sometimes enough food to feed 2 or 3 people,
Right.
much less one. And, we're eating, some of us are eating, because the older, I would say the 40s and over, we were always pushed to finish, you finished your food, whatever was put in front of you. And I agree with that, to a certain extent, as far as waste and throwing food away and things like that. But if you don't put it on your plate from the beginning, then you don't have to worry about finishing it. So what I was going to say about meal prep is I portion all of the food out, and all my meals are under 500 calories or less. Every once in a while, I do a macaroni and cheese that is about 525 calories. just to show my customers that, because a lot of them feel like once you're dieting or eating right, that you can't have certain foods, that you can eat anything that you want. You just have to eat it in moderation. And that, that's with anything. Even drinking too much water can hurt you. So it's everything is in moderation. So I would say that yes, portion control is definitely something that you want to pay attention to, and eating until you're full. A lot of that is really not needed. Food is basically, for your energy. It's basically like gasoline like gasoline is to your car. However, you don't need to be full to work. So you don't need to be all the way full. What I would say is, eat your portion size. And where this would come out, what I would recommend and what I recommend for my clients is to get your macros. And what macros are is it's basically going to take your weight, your height, if there's a desired weight for you, your age, and break all that down, and it'll let you know whether or not it'll tell you how much protein you should have, how much, how many fats you should have per day, how many carbs you should have per day. And then once you have figured that out correctly, then I would just follow that as far as your portion control. And that's going to tell you exactly what you need to eat to stay in the parameter or even to get to your goal.
Right. And I'm sitting up here showing some of these beautiful selections off of your menu. This looks like this is real good right here. The oven fried chicken with the broccoli. Look like it's a chicken on blue type situation. It looked very delectable. You know what I'm saying? And I actually tasted some of the food and it was good. What I had was good. It was different. I've never had that before. It was very different. I had the no carb pizza that KYME prepares, which was good. And this is a no carb pizza, not made with dough, but made with a flattened chicken breast. Right. And it was actually good. I've never had something like that before. It was just different. I'm used to having dough because I like to eat the dough. I love pizza. So you know what I mean? It was just different. But like she said, I was good. I was sustenance. You know what I mean? I wasn't full. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't feel heavy after I got done eating that. You know what I mean? I felt nice and I felt nice and right, and I didn't feel heavy. I didn't have the itis. I didn't feel like I had to go to sleep.
Right. So, you were satisfied.
Yeah, and I was satisfied. That's the word I'm looking for. It was very satisfying, taste-wise and feeling-wise. You know what I mean? Because normally, and what I noticed when I go out to eat, because I eat at a lot of different spots, a lot of these restaurants be giving us huge portions. You know what I'm saying? Like really like 2 serving sizes for real. You know what I mean? And me, in my mind, I got a high metabolism too. In my mind, when I get something to eat, I'm thinking like, I got to smash all of this. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking to save some for later. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, I'm hungry. It's good. I'm about to eat all of this right now. So for myself, that's something that I have stopped doing. You know what I'm saying? Just buying a whole meal and just smashing it all. You know what I mean? That's something that I got to still put, energy and effort into being disciplined when it comes to that. So, you know what I mean? I'm a firm advocate for meal prepping. You know what I mean? Meal prepping. Not only is it it saves you time, right? It also help you with your portions, and you actually get to see the value of your money you spending at the grocery store, because groceries are expensive. You know what I mean? Now that's what I wanted to ask you about, Kimmy. You being a restaurateur, especially in the health and wellness field, I want you to speak on food costs and how that has a tremendous effect on how you're able to bring these healthy dishes to your customers.
Well, food costs, it is outrageous. When I first started Healthy Habits, my meals were like $2.50, I think, a piece. But now that is no longer feasible. And it just depends on what I'm trying to serve. Stores like Sam's Club, Aldi, and I'm trying to think of, there's one more that I go to, and Costco really keep Healthy Habits open. And I looked at other avenues as far as like distribution centers and things like that, but those are so expensive. Not necessarily expensive for the food, but in the delivery costs and the other fees that you have to pay. So right now, I am not only do I cook the food for Healthy Habits, I shop too. So I'm not, picking up anything that one is not going to hold for 7 days, which is what I guarantee my food for, and two, nothing that doesn't look good or nothing that I myself, because I'm eating the same thing that I'm prepping for my customers, that I'm going to eat. So or not. So, but yeah, and as far as cost, it is very, very, very expensive to eat healthy, and it's very, very expensive to eat healthy. There is, you just have to find, like I said, Aldi is kind of, is one of my saviors. Aldi has fresh salmon. It varies, but from anywhere from $16 to, I would say, $30. Basically, they just kind of went up to it. It used to be much cheaper than that when I first started, but and the salmon is really, really good. So it's just finding those little twerks like that out there. Kroger has like shrimp and fresh cut fruit and things like for $5. And it's just finding things like that are on sale. Sam's Club has the best deal as far as in chicken, where they offer chicken, where you can get the family size package for $7 or $8. Just being smart about that dollar and, trying to make it stretch as far as it possibly can go. As far as cut up vegetables, the vegetables that are already cut up and things like that, sometimes cutting them up yourself is much, much cheaper, and your money goes a long, long way.
Right.
So I actually cook out of a commercial kitchen in Canal Winchester. So, and then I'm able to do some, prepare some food in the cafe. So some of my food, anything that's fixed in the cafe, basically can't be raw. I have to cook that actually in the kitchen. So it's kind of like finding a medium for both. Being able to find food that I don't have to change for the cafe,
right?
And then food that I have to actually cook for meal prep and that I prepare in the kitchen. But yeah, it's just finding those quick sales, and just paying attention. And I'm in the store every week, so I'm able to see, maybe even every day, to just see the difference, and if something is cheaper here than it is there, and just kind of keeping that in my memory of what's better and who has what, and as far as the taste goes also. So I just keep those things in mind and just try to make my dollar stretch as far as I can, so I can keep the prices with Healthy Habits as low as I possibly can. So I was on $5, and then after the pandemic, I wasn't able to do that anymore. So right now, I have an athletic size that is anywhere from $8 to $10, depending. Like athletic for salmon, for instance, would be $10 because that's kind of an expensive item, or shrimp or something like that. And then like if it's soft tacos or chicken tacos, something like that would be $8 for an athletic. And athletic is usually 6 to 7 ounces of protein, and then half a cup of vegetables. And the KYME size is what I call, that would be about 4 ounces of protein, and then a third a cup of vegetables, or anywhere from 4 to 5 ounces of food, because sometimes I do casserole, so KYME size would be 4 to 5 ounces, whereas the athletic would be 7 to 8 ounces.
Oh, okay, I get it. So the athletic size would be for a guy like me.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
I recommend that my guys get that way, because you just normally, you're bigger than us, so your body requires more. That's just automatic. Right. So yeah, I definitely urge my men and people that like, I eat athletic size meals, because I'm weightlifting and doing heavy lifting and things like that. People that are extremely athletic, running a lot, things like that, I advise them to get the athletic meals also.
Right. It's only right that you get the athletic size. So I know, what I'm saying, if you ever want to take one of your lady friends up there to Healthy Habits by Kim, and y'all happen to be out and about, so you take one of your lady friends up there, you just tell them this KYME size me. You understand what I'm saying, man? You tell them KYME size it for me. You know what I'm talking about? You can't eat all that, baby girl. We're gonna get you the KYME size, so you're gonna be nice and right. You know what I'm talking about? I like that.
That's right.
So I'm sitting over here on the website, and I'm looking at these beautiful choices, man. This barbecue roasted chicken and green beans, that look like that's a top seller right there. It looks good. Yeah, man, and I want you to talk about what went into putting this menu together, and I want you to talk about as far as when it comes to making certain dishes, how did you come up with the ideas to make the type of dishes that you do make? Like, say, for instance, the no-carb pizza with the chicken breast for the dough instead of actual dough.
Okay. Well, as far as the actual coming up with the menu, on the website, I used what I thought about was athletics, and what normally a fit or athletic person eats on a regular basis. So, most of the time that is chicken, a turkey burger, and then lots of leafy vegetables. So that's where most of the items on the website have come from. And then I just kind of threw in some other stuff, like, for instance, the healthy buffalo chicken dip. I absolutely love buffalo chicken dip. So I wanted, things like that you really, really love, but when your diet is changing, you're not really supposed to eat a whole lot of cheese. You're not supposed to eat, a lot of butter and things like that go into the regular buffalo dip. So, just coming up with alternate ways to make the food that you love, but just make it in a healthy version, so you don't have to miss out on those. So that's where the website menu came from. And then, I'm sorry, what was your other question that you asked me?
You pretty much answered. All I was asking is what was the thought process into picking the certain dishes for the for the menu, because like I said, I'm sitting here looking through the menu and I see you got a nice array of dishes on here, and I just wanted to know just what went into having specific meals and specific dishes on the menu. I understand you just said earlier that that according to how you're feeling, or if it's a certain request from a customer, you'll make the menu according to that. But this is basically like a overview of what if just meals that you can already order, upon doing some business with Kimmy, but upon further doing business with her, that's when I would imagine you can get into, well, Kimmy, I kind of, want this, or, I kind of was thinking about, like, I like this dish, but want to modify it to this way for what I like. And do you do that according to what people like when it comes to your dishes? Like, say for this chicken dip, people want to order this, but they want like with no green onions on it or something like that. Like, is that an option for some of the customers if they want to do that?
Yes, that would be an option. Of course, that's going to be a little bit more, because then I have to make, like, for instance, the healthy buffalo dip. I can't make enough for one person. I have to make a whole batch. So that would up the price. That would probably be a $10 meal or so, because at that point I am cooking specifically for that person.
Right.
And if it's not on the menu or anything, then I just have that leftover.
Right. Yeah, that's just the main reason why I asked that, because I know, like I said, that's how you cut down on cost and all of that stuff as well. So it just was, I think, something to ask, and plus, like I said, when I'm looking at the menu, I'm seeing that, you have a nice choice selection of different meals to eat from, to pick from in your meal prepping, as well as if you would like something custom as well. But understand, you're gonna have to pay to play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You want to get that custom meal plan, it's gonna cost you, man. So if you want to deviate from the menu what's there, or if you want to add on or take away, that's gonna cost you. You know what I'm talking about? And I want you to speak on this too, because I'm pretty sure you've come across this and have experienced this. I want you to speak on, people not wanting to, or not being comfortable with, or if this is something you have experienced. I'm not going to assume that you have, but when it comes to the prices, which I think is very fair, because I'll come across some people who, like, when it said like meal prepping, like, how much is it going to cost per week? Like, what? You hear me? So I want you to speak on your take on people complaining about prices, if they do, and how, when it comes to running a business, how you aren't supposed to shortcut yourself as a business person when it comes to the demands of your so-called customers.
Okay.
Like you said, we got a business to run, and especially post-pandemic, you just could not turn a profit, or it would just not be profitable or feasible to sell meals at the price you were before the pandemic. So I just want you to speak on that.
Okay. Well, yes, it is extremely hard to come up with a price, because I want, one, first and foremost, to be fair to my customers, but then first and foremost, I this is my life. So I have bills and mortgage, and this is just not just a side business anymore. And I mean, even if it was a side business, I still, have to pay myself for my time. So I haven't really had any issues with customers as far as pricing goes, because I am pretty sure that I am the least expensive meal prep business, at least in the state of Ohio. Just looking over, I haven't checked my competition in a while, but I am positive at $10 for fresh salmon, that there is no one that is cheaper than that. So, I mean, and basically just keeping it, you know, in my commercial kitchen, and then just like I go get the food myself, things like that. Cutting down the cost there is where I save my customers a lot of money. Yes, it's harder on me because that is my time. So I then again have to kind of put that back into the price, because I'm, you know, not just, you're not just paying me to cook your food. You're paying me to go to the store. You're paying me to store it. You're paying me, uh, you know, to do all of those things and cook it too. So, you know, and with everything comes a price. Like there's a price for the containers that I put your food in, price for the straws, price for the seasoning, price um, for almost everything that you know, that I have to do. I'm paying, you know, I have my mortgage at my house. I have the mortgage at the cafe. Well, not the mortgage, but the rent at the cafe, the rent at the kitchen. There are, you know, so many back back charges that, you know, the customers don't see, that you know, that go into the price as well. So I haven't really had anyone question my price, thank goodness. But you know, if anybody would, that's just basically what I would tell them, is that you know, there's a lot of things. You know, how much would you pay somebody to cook your food for the whole week? You know, and all my customers have to do is heat it up. There is no preparation whatsoever. Everything is already cooked. It's packaged. When I give it to them, all they have to do is put it in the refrigerator. It's in the refrigerator for 7 days, or and in the freezer for 30. So there's no work at all for them. So, so I would say, you know, how much, you know, if that is, you know, almost as close as you can get to a personal chef. And there's no personal chef that's going to make you any food for $10.
No.
So, you know, and I think that, you know, that would stop any question if anyone, you know, ever questioned me. But I try my hardest to keep it down, because, you know, I want my customers to continue to eat healthy and stay healthy, and because that's my passion. When I get text messages that, you know, I've lost 40 pounds, or I've lost 50 pounds, or, you know, I'm doing good, I'm feeling better, things like that, that is my motivation to keep going.
Right. And that's beautiful, man, because that's all the motivation you need. Like you say, seeing the progress, not only in yourself, but in the people who choose to do business with you, and the clients, when they really start eating the meals, the prepared meals, and they start going to the gym, and they start saying like, hey, I really don't need to eat all of this. I really don't need to eat past this time. I really don't need to, you know what I mean? I need to start drinking my water. I need to start getting up in that gym. And I know for you, that's a beautiful thing and a beautiful feeling, man. I can only imagine. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I'm going through this menu, looking at some of these beautiful dishes, man. What's this, veggies? What's that? Veggies? Is that some sausage off in there?
Yeah, I do a sausage and veggies. That looks like what that is. And I also do just veggies by themselves, because I have several vegan customers also.
Right.
So the veggies can come with meat or without.
Right. Yeah. That looks good right there. And you can't forget the spaghetti or the meatballs.
Right? We're actually having meatball subs this week, so.
Yeah, see, so you have the meatball subs this week. You go tap in and walk with Kim. We got Healthy Habits by Kim in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got the beautiful Kimberly Bray or Kimberly Ellis in the building. Her beautiful business, Healthy Habits by Kim, located in the world famous Columbus Convention Center. You understand what I'm saying? Her website is definitely in the chat. You know what I mean? We're going to post it up right there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go to that website, see the website. You know what I mean? Look at the meals, do your meal prepping, your meal planning. Get with her. She can get you together. stretch you out for a week, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is to be, and you can specifically design a meal plan that works out for you, for your budget, and for your time schedule. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as being this fitness trainer, you know what I'm saying, I want you to sit up there and explain to us, how did that come about from going to just working out to being an actual trainer yourself? That's a beautiful thing, and I would love to hear the story.
Okay. Well, actually, it started from when Healthy Habits was first developed. I was in my just beginning stages at this point. A friend of mine wanted to open a gym, and we were going to go in together. I was going to be more the nutrition part, and she was going to do more of the fitness and workout and classes and things like that. Just unfortunately fell through. So, but at that point, once we were talking about getting a gym and maintaining a gym, I at that point got that's when I was certified for personal training and to be a personal trainer. So that way, you know, if I needed to fill in a class or what have you, I am certified to do so. So that's where it kind of initiated from. And then after that, once I started actually, you know, doing some classes, my first class that I taught, I was like terrified. And I was like, I don't think I want to do this. But the more and more I teach class and, you know, train people, the more I love that also. And that's just, you know, the motivation is making people healthy. So, you know, when I get the calls of, you know, oh, I'm feeling better, or, you know, oh, you worked me out and my back hurts, or, you know, or not my back hurts in a bad way, but my back hurts in a good way. Things like that is, you know, just motivational for me. And so that is why I, you know, and then just to see it all the way through, like, you know, who wouldn't want a personal trainer that, you know, makes your food too. So not only am I in charge of your workout, but I'm in charge of what you eat too. So, you know, and I like that also. So I can see my customers all the way through if need be.
Right. And you know, that's a beautiful answer, man. And you know, I know when it comes to meal prepping, you know, it's a lot that goes into it. It seems like it's real simple, but when you you know, you want to make sure when it comes to meal prepping, you want to make sure, like she said earlier, like Kim mentioned, you want to make sure you are using food that, you know, that you can eat on a consistent basis. You know what I mean? Like me personally, like I could eat the same thing for breakfast every single day. You know what I'm saying?
Every,
Now go
every
ahead.
single day, every single day.
Yeah, like when I say the same thing, I could eat different variations of it though, but I'm pretty much cool. You know what I'm saying? A daily breakfast I could eat would be like, say, some oatmeal with some peanut butter, some honey in it, maybe some little bit of cinnamon in it. I could eat some veggies with some scrambled eggs. You know, like I could literally
Mhm.
eat that's something that I could literally eat every day. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm a guy who goes to the gym. I'm on the go a lot. You know what I'm saying? So if I could have my stuff prepared for me to where I could just go grab it and heat it up, you know what I'm saying? That's very convenient. You know what I mean? And that way I also make sure that I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? And
Right. Right.
I have a high metabolism. So, you know what I'm saying? And being a guy who is on the move a lot, that is very feasible. Like how some of us are, a lot of us are on the move a lot. So when you come to meal prepping, like, you know, like I said, I know it can get mundane because you can sort of say that you kind of be eating the same stuff, but you know what I'm saying? You know for sure when you got these prepared meals, you know they're the proper portions, you know they're proper protein amount or sodium, sugar, or whatever it is. You know that you're getting your proper nutrients. You know what I'm saying? I know a guy like me, I need to be making. I need to be taking in like a minimum of 2,500 to 3,000 calories a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a highly active guy. I got a super high metabolism. If I didn't work out or have this metabolism, I probably would be fat.
I'm sure.
That's just
Especially at 3,000 calories a day.
Yeah, you feel me? That's just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a very active guy and I stay on the move. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, my weight fluctuates between like 219, 220, and like 225, 226. It fluctuates.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, I just was having a discussion with some people on Facebook earlier today, and I'm telling the girl, you know what I mean? I know the BMI is kind of like not necessarily off, but I want y'all to understand when it comes to that, like Kim said, it goes off of your body mass and fat to muscle ratio. And according to what that may be for you, and assign specific numbers, depending on your height and your weight, you know, you may be weighing more than what you think you actually do. You know what I'm saying? Or not even that, but you may weigh more than what you think is comfortable or that you should be. And when you think about what you like to think or we like to think our weight should be, is completely off when we look at that BMI scale. You know what I'm talking about? Like I used to be thinking like, hey, I'm 6'4". It's cool for me to be like 240, right? Until I looked at the BMI scale, I said, whoa. That's not the best ideal weight for a guy my height and age, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to have that much wear and tear on my bones. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
And that's something that I know for a fact that we don't incorporate. Because like I said, Kim, we've been indoctrinated with this whole ideology of you know, girls being thick and BBW and all that stuff. Now, Kim, I want to ask you a question concerning this. What is your take on the whole BBW, body positivity, Lizzo being the head spokesperson for this whole body positivity movement? I want to get Kim's take, being a health and wellness enthusiast, being a meal prepper, meal planner, nutritionist, personal trainer, all of this stuff. I want you to give us your take on body positivity and BBW and all of that stuff. I want to hear what you got to say about that.
Okay. Well, that just basically goes back to, you know, what I originally said. When you're happy, you know, if whatever you're happy with, you know, my biggest thing is, are you healthy? Right. And it doesn't, you know, and that doesn't even really, you know, matter. It's just whether you're happy and healthy. If you can get those two H's, in, you know, in the same sentence, you know, you're happy and you're healthy, then I say more power to you. And but it's just, you know, getting those two together. Yeah, now you know, you can be healthy and be you can be happy and be 300 or 400 pounds, but you know, are you healthy? You know, and that is where the question would come in. You know, and I feel, you know, and especially as raising two girls, you know, where social media and everything is out, I feel, you know, that yes, you know, you should feel good with the skin you're in, and you know, everybody is you know, beautiful in their own way, and God made us all different, and you know, and I appreciate that. My whole thing is happy and healthy.
Right. That's a beautiful response, man. I'm glad that you responded in that way too, because you know, like my whole take on the BBW and the body positivity, I think that is being done to, you know, confuse especially young girls. You know what I'm saying? Like Kim just said, although you can be happy allegedly at 300 pounds, I couldn't imagine no woman would be happy weighing 300 pounds. I just don't imagine you being happy being that big. But let's just say you are. The thing is, can you be healthy and be 300 pounds? And
right.
And the answer to that, as a woman, no. Right? Now, a guy, my height, of course, throughout my age and when I get older, it'll be wear and tear on my skeleton, my whole structure is my skeletal structure. But being that we have a higher bone density than females, I could carry that weight. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm 6'4", you know what I'm saying? Being 300 pounds of solid muscle, you know what I'm saying? It's healthy to an extent until it starts to wear and tear on your skeleton, you know what I'm saying? But when you're a young man, you can probably carry that though. But a woman though, a female, there is no reason. And you ain't gonna tell me nothing different than you being Kim's height. Kim's 5'6". She's about the size of an average woman, between 5'4" and 5'6". The average woman is about 5'4" to 5'6", right? And this no matter what your race is, right? Kim being 200 pounds, 5'6". I find it hard pressed to believe that she's happy, and even more to be healthy, right? Like I said, we can sit up here and tell ourselves like, well, you know, I'm cool. You know, a lot of chicks, from my personal experience, Kim, a lot of females, a lot of women, you know, they don't be enthused to get in the gym or lose no weight because, you know, they got a lot of guys telling them that there's nothing wrong with the way they look. You know what I'm saying? They're okay. And I'm telling you, as a man, most of us are lying to y'all when we say that. Girl, you're big. You hear me? I'm just be real with you. But what I'm gonna say with this whole body positivity thing is that we're being made to tolerate and accept this stuff when we absolutely should not. Now, you ain't gonna sit up here and convince me that a person like, let's say, Lizzo is happy for the fact that she's not healthy. And I don't see too many people being unhealthy while being happy. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm glad that you expounded on that, and I'm glad that you differentiated between the two, because I think that's something that a lot of people, and this is not just towards women, it's people, period, guys too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, we get our happiness confused with our health. And just because we feel good don't necessarily mean that we are good. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got a lot of friends who recently passed from complications with their health. And it's not chronic diseases. It's not terminal diseases that they absolutely have no control over. Most of these people are dying from diabetes, gout, poor eating habits, high blood pressure. You understand what I'm saying, man? Like, so, and like you know, me, I've been to prison before, Kim, and I've seen guys completely and totally heal themselves. No, I'm not telling you no wish spooky stuff. No, I'm telling you what I witnessed with my own two eyes in prison on numerous occasions. I watched guys heal themselves from diabetes. I've witnessed it numerous times. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I want you to sit up here, because one thing that's going on now for the past couple of years too is the popularity, rest in the essence, of Dr. Sebi. You know what I mean? Dr. Sebi was talking about how we need to be incorporating a plant-based diet into our diet. Now, I know you're not a plant-based pepper fruit planter, but I want to get your take on the emergence of health conscious food choices and health conscious food lifestyles. I want to get your take on that.
Well, as far as that's concerned, just like I said before, the being, you know, everything is in moderation. Now, do I think that the only healthy people eat vegan or plant-based? No. I think that you can, you know, eat meat and still be healthy. It's just kind of that your preference, whatever, you know, you feel is better, you know, for your body, because, you know, we're all different. Right. So, and that goes back to that, you know, happy, healthy. If, you know, plant-based makes you happy, then so be it. Now, I feel like plant-based, a lot of the things that, a lot of the meals or food items now that are plant-based are high in calorie because they are so over-processed.
Right.
As far as like, for instance, the burgers and when they, when they make food that's plant-based, but it's still, supposed to be healthy because it's plant-based.
Right.
And I do not agree that all plant-based food is healthy because
Right.
it is very overprocessed. A lot of it is very overprocessed and very high in calories.
Right.
So when I have my vegan customers or customers, that are plant-based, I just advise them to eat things from the earth or what I call God's gift. So that, stuff that has come from God, like, not a lot of the plant-based meat and that processed stuff that you get from the freezer, the plant-based chicken nuggets and stuff like that. I advise them to stay away from those and eat just the things like from God. Now, protein shakes, there's no protein tree. So God didn't necessarily give us that. But I do approve of protein shakes to get your protein, especially when you're plant-based, because you have to have some protein to live, and to keep your sustenance, to keep your body full, or, so you won't be hungry every day, all day. So I would say that, protein shakes and, using whatever substitution that you like for milk, but just making sure that you're not eating all of that processed food all day, every
Yeah,
day.
that's a fact because like I always be telling y'all, man, when it comes to this processed food, man, and we just went over this the other night, you know what I'm talking about, when I was telling y'all about the Ouroboros agenda, you know what I'm talking about, all these plant-based companies coming out, like what's the one thing I be seeing at Kroger all the time? What's it called? Almost Meat or something. What's it called? Almost something like that, I think it was called. Or
Almost Meat or Beyond Meat.
Yeah, Beyond, which is a company
Mhm.
owned by Microsoft. I want y'all to know that. I want y'all to know that Bill Gates has stake in that company. Right? I wouldn't eat nothing with his name attached to it, but you know what I mean, when you come to, I think people need to focus on when we talk about plant-based, we're not talking about processed food that can be made from plants. When I think of plant-based, I'm thinking about you eating fruits and vegetables.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? Nothing but. You hear me? Which, as I've seen, can prove to be very expensive. Right? Now, I want to get your take on this too. You know what I mean? I want to get your take on genetically modified food. You know what I'm saying? Being in the health and wellness industry, being a meal prepper, meal planner, and also being a personal trainer and nutrition, all that. I want to get your take on the advent of genetically modified organisms or GMO, and I want to also get your opinion on the effect they have on our society since they've been introduced. I want to get your take on that, coming from a person who's going through what you've gone through and at where you at now with your business.
Well, yeah, that just goes into the same as I don't really agree with that, as the enhancements and antibiotics and all the things that they put in the animals and things like
Steroids, hormones.
that. Yeah. So I would just say, and when I'm in the store, I'm very careful about what meat I'm choosing. Like for in my heavier days when I wasn't before my fitness journey, I would actually just buy ground beef, and I would buy 80-20, sometimes 70-30. Not even, just because I knew that's what tasted good, and not even knowing what 70-30 actually means.
Right.
And what 70-30 means is that it's 30% fat. So it's almost half fat, half meat. So, and when you think about it, when I think about that now, I'm like, wow, and I was, serving that up and giving that to my kids and everything. And and it's just ridiculous. So, I just now pay a lot of attention to, the best meat and, the organic, although it's expensive, sometimes, better, because it does not have all of that process, and stimulation done to it.
Right. I just wanted to get your take on that though, because genetically modified food is the order of the day. You know what I'm saying? We're being ever increasing our food supply. It's Franken food is what a lot of people refer to it as. And I just know that being in the industry that you're in, being the minister in, I know this is having a effect on how you go about putting your menus and together for your clients, as well as what you eat for yourself and for your family. You know what I'm saying? Because I would imagine a person who's in the field you in, that's something that you want to take a serious look at, because these genetically modified organisms, a lot of them, they have very adverse effects on our health. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like this right here, this looks beautiful right here. This is a beautiful salad right here. You know what I mean? With those chickpeas right there.
Mm-hmm.
And she got the chickpeas on there. She got the sliced peppers with cucumber and almonds, and what's that? Sliced egg, boiled egg.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that an avocado slice. What are those chia seeds on there?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. And it's just colorful and it just looks beautiful, and that's life you putting in your body, minus the eggs. But you know what I'm saying? Everything else on the plate is beautiful. It's colorful. You know what I'm saying? That's life you putting in your body. It just make you feel so good when you get done eating it. You know what I mean? I want you to speak on this too, from your aspect and your experience with it, if you can. One thing I notice about people when they try to get into these alternative eating lifestyles, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of difficult because we real big on flavor. We're real big on flavor over here in America. So what I mean, I want you to speak on the importance of bringing people healthy dishes, you know what I'm saying, more healthier choices, while also keeping that taste consistent, keeping the flavor in it without adding anything to it that will contribute to it being non-healthy.
What I do is, I try to stay away from seasonings that the first ingredient is salt, because
Right.
normally the first ingredient is the majority
Right.
of the ingredient. So I stay away from that, and then I just kind of am learning, really through trial and error, what seasonings taste good with what foods, or what seasonings can be grouped together to make foods, to bring out the best flavor in food. So I basically am, just trying new things and using trial and error to figure out what's best and the best tasting, and to give my food seasoning without adding in those extra calories and all that sodium for my customers.
Sodium is actually needed, but like anything, too much can be bad for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Too much can be bad for you. Now, this salad right here, I ain't gonna lie, this salad looks good. Right? I ain't gonna lie. It looks very tasty. I would imagine that it's a light vinaigrette you probably put over this. You know what I mean? And it just looks delectable. It looks beautiful and delectable. Something that I would like to try. You know
Thank
what I mean?
you.
Yeah, it does. That's something I could come in the restaurant and get.
No, that's something that we would just have to. You would have to tell me because that is more or less a vegan salad.
Okay.
So that's something that would have to be ordered, kind of between us. So or on the website.
Well, you see us right here, y'all. The spicy taco bake, man. That look good right there, man. My stomach over here growling and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's been a beautiful thing, man. We done had KYME on the show tonight, man. She done sit up here and drop hella jewels on us, hella game on us. You know what I mean? Inspiration, you know what I mean? She used to be a little overweight. Well, I ain't gonna say she used to be overweight, and she realized it was an issue for her, it was a problem for her. She just got tired of it. So instead of cheating, which we don't knock to an extent, but instead of, going the cheating route, you know what I'm saying, she went and did it the natural way. You know what I'm saying? She put that work in. She got up in that gym. She started drinking her water. She started eating her fruits and her vegetables and doing her portion control, finding out what foods work, what don't, what needs to be eaten, how much the portions. And she put that work in. And now we got to where we are today. And she's a beautiful, beautiful mother of three. You said a mother of three?
Two.
Well, a mother of two. And she's a beautiful example of when you take your health into your hands, no matter what age you are, because a lot of your chicks out there, a lot of us 40-plus-year-olds, especially y'all chicks, I know I talk to y'all, a lot of y'all get comfortable, y'all get complacent, you know what I mean? Y'all get used to guys being okay and tolerating your fatness. We just gonna say what it is, right? We tolerate it, we don't like it. Now listen to what I'm saying, ladies. This is a man, I'm telling you, we don't like it, we tolerate it. You hear me? And it's getting to the point to where dudes don't even want to put up with it at all. So, you know what I mean? Health is wealth. Get your asses up in the gym. Like I always tell y'all, get up in that gym. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can link up with KYME. She just came from teaching the class. So she can, put y'all up on game about all of that. So what I'm going to do now is, before we get up out of here, KYME, I want you to sit up here, tell everybody, you know what I'm saying, in your closing words, you know what I'm saying, what's the future, what you got planned for the future of Healthy Habits by Kim, you know what I mean, and how people can get in contact with you and how they can go about best getting your services if they so wish to do that. Of course, I'm going to put all the links in the chat, but I just want to hear you say it out your mouth. You can tell them right now.
Okay. Well, first, I'd like to just thank you for inviting me, and it's been awesome.
My pleasure.
But Instagram, it's Healthy Habits by KYME. Facebook is Healthy Habit. My website is Healthy Habits by KYME, KYME. And then you can, my phone number, you can text, business phone number, you can text or call, is 614-209-7388. And then I also have an email, which is healthyhabitsbykymie@yahoo.com. And any of those, you can just feel free to step in the cafe. I'm normally open, I'm going to say from 10:30 to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday, depending on now Saturdays and Sundays if there is a convention or something like that going on. And there's no, I'm in a master's track team, weightlifting competitions, and my daughter's cheerleading. If none of that is going on, then I am in the cafe on anytime there is a convention on the weekends as well. And those hours are usually 10:30 to 3 as well, depending on business. And but you can always give me a call and say, hey, are you going to be at the cafe this weekend? Or, call or text me, whatever you like. Or reach out to me on social media, the DMs and Messenger. I handle all that. So all those messages will come directly to me. And you can just, give me a holler or a shout out, and I'll let you know if I'm going to be there this weekend, or if you, have an idea about some of your favorite food and you'd like to see if I can make it healthy for you. Anything anything like that, I would love to talk to my customers. I love to talk to my customers and get information. Or if you get something on the website, any feedback that you have is greatly appreciated also.
Right, and I'm putting her number in there right now that y'all can call her at. You know what I'm saying? If you're ever in a city or you're in the downtown area, go over there, stop over there at that convention center and that food hall over there. I'm telling you, you can't miss her. She's literally the very first business you see when you pull up in this situation. You can't help but see it. It's right there, smacking you in the face. And she got that beautiful custom-made carpet to wipe your feet off in and, cross the threshold when you come up in there and you want to decide you want to do some business with it. So, Kimmy, it's been a beautiful pleasure to have you on the show. Like I said, I'm honored and I'm privileged. What I do over here at A Real Talk Podcast is I have people just like you on here. I created the whole platform just for people like you. You know what I'm saying? You're doing beautiful things. It's an honor and a privilege. It's a motivation and inspirational. And I want y'all young ladies out there that's tapping in to, especially if you're from Columbus and you're concerned about your weight, you want to know some skills and some habits that you could get to help you incorporate a healthy lifestyle. Kimmy is your go-to gal. That's your big sis right there. She's been through it. She's been overweight, and she figured out what she needs to do, and she put that work in to get it. Not only that, she also teaches classes, aerobics classes, workout classes, fitness classes, to where you can go cardio, box, or whatever she got going on. So as y'all can look in the comment section, y'all can see her website. It's pinned on the screen on YouTube. I'm pinning on the screen on StreamYard right now. Y'all got her Instagram info. She's real heavy on Instagram, so I'm pretty sure Instagram would be probably one of the best ways to get in contact with her via social media. You know what I mean? I noticed that she's a little bit more popping on Instagram than she is on Facebook. I noticed that myself. So I would suggest y'all go to the Instagram, which is also in the chat, and I'm pinning up right now. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. Just go to Instagram, type in Healthy Habits by Kimmy, at Healthy Habits by Kimmy, and she'll get you together. Or you could also call her number, which is also in there in the comment section, and she'll get back with you guys. Or you could always do the real thing. If you're in the city, you could just go down there to the convention center Monday through Friday. Or you open on the weekend now as well?
Well, just when there's a convention, yeah.
When there's a convention, okay. So besides that, Monday through Friday at the Columbus Convention Center, you can't miss it. Go in there, get you one of those beautiful no dairy smoothies. You hear me? What was that one that I got? I can't remember what it was called. You said it was the most popular one.
Oh, you got Tropical Delight.
Yeah, and it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. It was nice and light. Like I said, it didn't make me feel like I was drinking a whole entire meal, which I don't think is a good idea. I don't think I should ever be that full off of a beverage. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But the smoothies are good, non-dairy. She has the ones over there if you want those as well. She got the no carb choices and selections. And I just think, and she got lots of sandwiches up there, wraps, you know what I mean? Everything healthy and light that you could possibly want to eat for lunch. You got a busy work day ahead of you, work downtown, go over there and stop at Healthy Habits by Kim, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't got to get no heavy grease-laden dish. You can go in there and get you something nice and light, like a nice little wrap with a nice little smoothie or something like that, that'll have you feeling nice and energized and feeling beautiful on the inside, instead of giving you the ice and you feeling like you want to call off and go home for the rest of the day. You know what I'm talking about? So we thank you for coming out, Kimmy. We appreciate you. If you got anything new going on, anything that could be considered something to add on to the business that you want to share with us, you have a home here. You're always more than welcome to come back. All you got to do is let me know, and then I will most definitely come back up to the rest. I found me a new spot, a new black-owned spot by this beautiful black lady who's doing her thing. So I will most definitely be up in there to see you again. And we're going to bid you a good evening, and you have a beautiful evening.
Thank you, and you do the same. Thank you so much. And I'll let you know my before we go, my grand opening is going to be coming up here soon this summer. So I'll let you know when that is, and I definitely want you to come.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to be live on the turf for that one. So we're gonna have to be live in
Okay.
the event, doing some coverage on that. So
Okay.
hold on, Kim. So you mean all the time that I came up here, it's like you open, but it's not like the grand opening?
Yeah. I have not grand opening yet. I was open, but still getting licensing and,
Okay.
all the red tape. But now that's pretty much done. So I'm just doing some fixing up around the cafe, some
Okay.
final things I want to do, and then we're going to do a grand opening. So
Okay,
yeah,
man.
the convention center will be there, and it'll be
Right.
exciting.
Oh yeah. So you
Cut the tape.
definitely make sure you hit me up for that because I would love to come do some coverage on that. That would be dope.
Okay, I definitely will.
All right. Well, you take care of yourself and you have a beautiful evening. Thanks for coming on.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. You too.
No problem. See, y'all, I tell y'all, I bring y'all real live people, real live content, man. You hear me? Shout out to Kimmy for coming on. Better late than never. You know what I'm saying? She's a busy woman, as y'all can see. She runs a business. She does fitness classes, so I ain't tripping off of that. You hear me? A lot of y'all ladies out there, you know what I'm saying? I know, like I say, we've been indoctrinated with this, thick culture, this BBW body positivity mess. And I just want y'all to know that, you know what I'm saying, although some of y'all can carry certain weight a certain way, I'm just sitting here telling y'all, right, that you might want to take your health into consideration, and you might want to get your weight down depending on what your height is. Because I'm telling you right now, a lot of y'all girls are obese. A lot of y'all girls are overweight. Some of y'all are even morbidly obese. And y'all got kids, and we want y'all to be here. So take your health into consideration. Health is wealth. I hear a lot of y'all saying health is wealth, but y'all don't invest in y'all health, right? So you know what I'm saying? I'm an advocate for that. Like I tell y'all, drink y'all's gallon to gallon and a half of water a day. And outside of that, you want to make sure you eat your water as well through your fruits. You know what I'm talking about, your vegetables. You know what I'm saying? It's a process, man. It's a process. It's something that you got to put effort into. You got to put energy into. You understand what I'm saying? You got to make it a part of your life. Like going to this gym, you got to make that a part, like how you get up in the morning and go to work, or you get up in the afternoon and go to work, or you work third shift, whatever it is you do, you got to get up and put that effort into it. Just as well with your health. It has to become a part of your life, of your schedule. You got to make going to the gym important like how you go to work. You got to make it important that you watch what you're eating, your fruits, your vegetables, drinking your water. If you're going to eat meat, how much you eat, what type you eat, when you eat it. You know what I'm talking about? You got to make sure you do everything in moderation. You dig? So I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, y'all know how we do. E&E Fridays, you know what I'm talking about, man. Friday night wrap up. We're going to be discussing this week's current events, trending topics as we listen to classic E&E music, current E&E music, and never even heard exclusive E&E music. You did what I'm saying, man. So tap in, walk with us tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Y'all know how we do. Shout out to my beautiful, beautiful sister, Kim, coming on the show. That beautiful business she got at the convention center. Y'all in the city, make sure y'all go down there to the convention center and show that lady some love. Go spend some of your money with the sister. She out here doing beautiful things, positive things. You know, so she got the grand opening coming up. And when she hits me up for that, I'm telling y'all, we're going to take the tripod up there. We're going to take the camera up there, the DSLR you're talking about. We're going to record that whole event for Kim. We're going to give her some media coverage, with some interviews, and I'm gonna put together a nice little package for her, you know what I'm talking about. And it's gonna be a beautiful thing. Like I say, y'all know what we do over here at A-Real Talk Podcast. Virgil Berry, Stacks with the Facts. I support Black-owned business. I don't just talk about it, I actually do it. I spend my money with these people. I get people to go to their businesses, and if I can, and I will get them on the show so y'all can talk to them, so y'all can see them, and they can talk to y'all and drop the jewels in the game on y'all. You hear me? Actual content, man. This is stuff that you could take home and you can actually implement and apply to your actual life, and it can improve it. It's an honor and a privilege to do this, right? Shout out to Kim for shooting through. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody else in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the clouds too. Y'all cloud watchers. Appreciate y'all watching from the clouds. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make things possible too, and we appreciate that over here. We don't take nothing for granted. We ain't upset about nothing. All y'all cloud watchers, just hit the like button. You know, just hit the like button, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Lance Parker, you know what I'm talking about? OG, Sun Kiss, Stop Through. Everybody else, man, we appreciate y'all, man. Listen, it's what we do over here, man. We bring all this real content, man. You know what I'm talking about? Supporting Black-owned business, you dig? That's what we do over here, man. Tap in, walk with us tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We going in, getting straight to it. Y'all know what it is. D&D Friday night wrap up. Feature my brother King L. My man Guarantee is more than likely to show up. My brother Uncle Diggity is more than likely to show up. You know what I'm talking about? So don't even trip. Y'all know how we do it, man. Tap in and walk with us. You know what I'm saying? Friday nights, y'all know what we do. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know what we gonna do, man. Appreciate everybody coming out, showing that love. Like I always tell y'all, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I'm not one of these content creators that's going to just sit up here and tell y'all crazy stuff, you know, and try to take y'all top of y'all's bread by, you know, playing to your emotions and all that crazy stuff. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna tell y'all the raw, real, uncut truth. I'm gonna bring these people on here for dope interviews, dropping jewels and game on y'all to apply to y'all's actual life to improve y'all's actual life in real time. You know, so I'm gonna keep bringing y'all this thought-provoking, mind-changing, you know what I'm saying, content that makes you think. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep doing that. No matter how big I get, you hear me pause, I'm still gonna be that same guy. Virgil Berry stacks with the facts. Ain't nothing gonna change. You understand me, man? I want y'all to understand that, man. Ain't nothing ever. I'm not gonna switch up on y'all, and I gotta reiterate that and show y'all and tell y'all that constantly, or not constantly, but occasionally. Because you know, I know a lot of people on this here YouTube, man. You know, we got a lot of scammers, we got a lot of traders, a lot of procrastinators, we got a lot of fronters on here, man. But you know, I'm on here to just basically do what I do. I actually respect y'all, you know, so I actually respect y'all's mind. I would never insult y'all's intelligence. I would never try to take y'all up top. And if when I do start requesting cash apps, when I get to the level where I feel I put enough work in, I'm gonna make sure that I'm bringing y'all quality, consistent content, so y'all feel good about spending y'all's money. So y'all feel good about contributing to the situation. You're going to see the background improve. You're going to see the studio improve. You're going to see everything upgrade. You're going to see your money being invested, and you're going to see it being shown back to you in real time in the image of new equipment, of better background. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get things together, man. We're going to bring y'all quality content. And I always stress to my fellow content creators that in order for us to be big and compete with the so-called mainstream media, we have to bring the quality of media at the level that they do and at the quality that they do. And as long as we do that, you know what I mean, we'll be bringing quality content. Safe to say, or needless to say, or sorry to say, you know what I'm saying, mainstream media, although they bring the quality as far as aesthetics, they don't bring the quality as far as the actual content. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why we over here in the independent media, we got to make sure that we put our money in, we reinvest, and we give the people what they deserve versus what they want. You know what I'm saying? Y'all deserve quality, well-researched, well-sought-out content. Y'all deserve to have interviews being shown to y'all of actual real people doing real things. Y'all deserve that. You know what I'm saying? I know if you tapping in with me, I know y'all ain't no lames. I know y'all ain't no goofies over here. I know y'all real people with real critical thinking minds, and y'all want to see real actual content. And I promise y'all, I'm going to continuously bring y'all that. You did. So tap in, walk with us, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. Get on down there to Healthy Habits by Kim. Go hit her up on Instagram. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna leave the Instagram up there because, like I say, everything, all the other contact information is on the Instagram. Go check out her social media over there at the gram. She got it going on over there. Y'all can tap in with her. She does meal prep and meal plan. She shows videos of her meals that she can prepare for you. And if you're really interested in taking on some of her business, you can get in contact with Kim. Her number's in the comment section, and y'all can discuss a specific plan, meal plan for you and your dietary needs. We appreciate y'all coming out, man. Like I said, y'all could be anywhere in the world, man. Anywhere in the world y'all could be on this fine Thursday evening, and y'all sitting right here tapping in with me. I appreciate that. Y'all tapped in, walked with me and Kim, and we appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate her coming on the show. I appreciate y'all coming out, tapping in. I'm honored, I'm privileged, and I'm humbled by y'all coming in night after night, tapping in with me. It wouldn't matter if it was just one or two people in here. I'm successful. You know, and I'm going to bring y'all these interviews of successful people to keep y'all motivated and inspired to do the same for yourself. Tap in, walk with us, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Sharing social engineering tomorrow night. We get into it. E&E Fridays, Friday night wrap up featuring my brother King Els. We getting straight to it. Tap in, walk with us, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Thank y'all for coming out. And I'm going to leave y'all with this same song again because it's dedicated to the ladies. You did. Yeah. That's not the right song. Hold on, I'm tripping, y'all. Let me get the right song for y'all, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of
comes time in every man's life.
Y'all beautiful ladies,
we ready to settle down and make
get
things
out,
right.
Hit me up.
But only for that special one.
You're trying
to make her you.
Get out your God.
So I want to keep playing games with these lanes. So make your next move your best move, because we the best dudes. Oh yeah, don't settle for less, babe.
I can love you better than you can imagine. Take you from the madness. Girl, I don't know why you keep these lanes around. You wildin' out. Don't you settle for less.
What up, beauty queen? You know I really wanna invite you to my world and show you my unique persona. We can get together, steam it up like a sauna. Take you on the natural high, no marijuana. Just a bottle of wine, some ice chill Prosecco. You holding on to that lame dude, you should let go. Knew you was gonna be mine from the very get-go. I'm trying to make you white because you special. You got the best clothes, designer fresh clothes. Make your own dough, own your home yo. Vehicle was fully paid for, that frame flame no. Selfie queen, you know your angles. Red bottom heels, 5 diamond encrusted bangles. We got the same goals, copping land and counting bankrolls. Creating generational wealth, so our seeds grow. I know your needs though, and you know mine's the same. It's an honor and a privilege to give you my last name.
I can love you better than you can imagine. Take you from madness. Girl, I don't know why you keep these lanes around. You wildin' out. Don't you settle for less.
Trips and shopping sprees, you know that's mandatory. I'm trying to open your mind, peep the allegory. They say that love don't last, so let's change the story. I send my heart out to you, please come for me. Let's take control of our love, no conforming. Late night love sessions lasting till the early morning. Cooking breakfast, but naked eggs, bacon and toast. Fried potatoes and onions, girl, I love you the most. When my body be aching, you rub the pain out. Roll up the Dutchess for me while I pour champagne out. I pour my heart and my soul, plus my pain out. You got a real one right here, so leave them lanes out.
You gotta be, girl, you be. Please stop with the games. The mother ladies wasting your time, girl. Why they know we even in your phone? They always think it's hard. You should just fuck with me. So don't settle, don't settle, don't settle for love.
and the hooks and the vibes. Yeah. So all my ladies, don't settle for less, babe. Don't let a wintertime hangout turn into a summertime bang out. You know what I mean? Get you one that's gonna be there in the season, baby. Don't settle for less. Know your worth, baby. Facts. Don't settle for less, baby.
Take you from the
Know your self-worth.
Girl, I don't know why you keep these lanes around. Yeah, why the now? Don't you settle for less?